but they did try to connect them. They talked about another character in another story, and so it felt like they were trying to connect them together. And so I kept searching for this common theme of what is this book trying to tell me? What am I trying to learn from this? And I couldn't figure it out. And so I found that very distracting and very displeasing. So that was another thing that I didn't like about it. Let me tell you a couple of things that I did like about it. The first story, there's one other thing, but I want to tell you about this. The first story was about how Morpheus, the Sandman, was captured, and he's captured for, I don't know, 60 or 70 years, and he finally escapes, and so you get all this story of him and his captors, and he escapes, and now his kind of kingdom that he was ruling has collapsed, and so he's got to go collect these powers that he lost and rebuild his world. He's the lord of his world, of the dreams, and he's got to rebuild that. And that includes the part going to hell. And even though it was a little bit hard to understand some of these parts, it was a cohesive story, and I enjoyed it. The parts that I could hear and understand, I enjoyed that story. Towards the end of the book, we got to meet William Shakespeare. So it was fun to have Morpheus kind of consign 2 plays to William Shakespeare and have him produce these plays, and then he brought the Fae in to listen to the stories. So they were fun stories. Some of the other stories, there were a bunch of people in a diner, and they all wound up killing each other or some such thing. I had no idea what the point was of that whole story. The other thing that I felt was really out of place with this is Morpheus is a eternal being. He's a god or a demigod. He's immortal, and and they had and you could definitely feel that he was more out of mythology than anything else. And yet for some reason they decided to stick him in with DC Comics. And there were these interactions with these bad guys who were I don't know, they didn't seem to, the characters were just disjointed. They didn't seem to fit. You have almost a god, and he's being harassed by the mob. I didn't understand it, and I really I did not enjoy it. I won't recommend this book to you, and I won't be recommending it to anybody else. I feel bad about that because I really enjoy Neil Gaiman. I enjoyed some of the writing in the book, but for me, the book just didn't do it. I won't be giving it a star rating. Saul, SOLL, forbids such a thing. But I do recommend that you check out some other Neil Gaiman books. I love the Anansi Boys. There are a whole bunch of, the Graveyard book was a wonderful book. So there's a lot of other things that Gaiman has produced that I really enjoyed, and I would recommend going and checking those out.